boys and girls, it's Mrs. Colson. I just wanted to do a quick read aloud with you. I've been looking at books since all my library is back in the classroom. I probably shouldn't, but I've been ordering some books to add to the classroom library, and these are books that I've wanted for a while, so I thought, well, I'll just get some now and then I'll read them to you guys because they're a lot of fun. So I've ordered a couple of new books, and there was one that I wanted. There's actually a couple. There's a series of 3 books that are written by the author. His name is by Mac Bennett and John Colson, and we have some stories in our library. I think is I Want My Hat Back is one of the ones that he's written, and I think I do have a few in my teacher section, in my teacher favorite section that are by him. So you might recognize with the illustrations, you might recognize some of the stories. I think Extra Yarn is one that we've read that is also by this author. So I don't know if I have permission from Scholastic or Candlewick Press to read this story, but I'm going to read it anyway because these are weird times and I want to read. So here we go. We're going to read this story today. It's appropriately called Triangle. I was laughing. Lily Bell thought that those were O's. She goes, "Why is that book called Ooh?" And I was like, it's a triangle. So the story is actually called Triangle, and it doesn't say it, but it's there. So this is called Triangle. And it's one of 3 books in a trilogy, so there are 3 stories, and this is the story of Triangle. He's saying, "Hi, guys." Triangle. This is Triangle. This is Triangle's home. One day, Triangle walked out his door and away from his house. He was going to play a sneaky trick on Square. So here's him walking out of his house, going to play a sneaky trick on Square. He walked past small triangles and medium triangles and big triangles. He walked past shapes that weren't triangles anymore. See how they gradually go from triangles to just other shapes. They were shapes with no names. He walked until he got to a place where there were squares. So I like this. I kind of think it's interesting how the story moves from triangle shapes, and now he comes to the place where the shapes become squares. Still thinking of his sneaky trick, he walked past big squares and medium squares and small squares. Big squares, medium squares, small squares. Until he got to Square's house. "Now," said Triangle, "I will play my sneaky trick." I wonder what he's going to do. The story isn't really giving us any clues yet to what his sneaky trick might be. Do you think you know what it is? I'm not sure, so let's read on and find out. So it says, Triangle walked up to Square's door and said, hiss, just like a snake. Uh-oh. I wonder why he did that. Square was afraid of snakes. Me, oh my, said Square. Go away, you snake! Leave my door! Hiss, said Triangle. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Oh, dear, 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 said Square. How many snakes are out there? 10? 10 million? Go away, snakes! I like Square's picture on the wall. Oh, sticky pages. Sorry, guys. Triangle could not hiss anymore. He was laughing too hard. Triangle? Said Square. Is that you? Yes, said Triangle. I know you are afraid of snakes. I have played a sneaky trick on you. No words on this picture. Or no words on these pages. So they're just kind of looking at each other. Do you think Square liked Triangle's sneaky trick, or do you think he didn't like Square's sneaky trick? Square ran after Triangle, past small squares and medium squares and big squares. So there's Triangle, and there's Square running after him. He ran past the shapes with no names. Past the big triangles and medium triangles and small triangles. There he is chasing after him. Up to Triangle's house and right through his door. Almost. Why do you think it says almost? What's happening here? Can the square fit through the triangle? You are stuck! Triangle laughed and laughed and laughed. Can you tell he's laughing? Look at Triangle's picture on the wall. Then he stopped. His house was all dark. Triangle was afraid of the dark. It's too dark, said Triangle. You're blocking my light. Go away, you block. Leave my door. It was Square's turn to laugh. I know you are afraid of the dark. Now I have played a sneaky trick on you. You see, Triangle, this was my plan all along. I want you to think about that. Do you think that was his plan all along? There's Triangle. He's afraid of the dark. And Square says, that was my plan. But do you really believe him? I should have asked that question on this page, huh? The end. And they're saying goodbye. So this is a fun story. This is called Triangle. And later on, I will read you the next book in this series, and it is called Square. So I'll do another read aloud later on, and we'll read the story Square and see what happens here. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.